This is a review of a recent Chinese web drama, Love and Destiny, 陈希元. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. Before I go into talk about this drama, I have a few things about my channel and other stuff that's kind of updates. So if you're not interested in that, you can skip forward to this time code. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I've been away for quite a long time and traveling, and now I'm back. So my shop, avenuex.ca, is back online with all the stuff that I always have there, plus a few new things on the Untamed. I'm also planning to make the 魏无羡 and 蓝忘机 paints, the same enamel paints that I've made for Guardian, and hopefully I can get it by sometime in October. And so from then on, it will be available in my store. So that's the first thing. The second thing, if you've watched my previous shot on my phone with a weird filter video, then you know that Avenue Xtra is now on Hotpot TV. It's limited kind of to North America, probably European IPs, but if you do have VPN, then you'd be able to watch it anywhere in the world. If not, then those videos, I'll try to make them also into blog posts on my own website. And every time when I have a new video uploaded and it's live, I'll announce it on my social media. So if you're interested in those videos, you can check them out on Hotpot TV. So business out of the way, now let's talk about Love and Destiny, 陈希元. As you can tell, today I spent 2 hours dressing up like this. That means I actually care about this drama, so I spend that much time doing this. First, let me just quickly introduce you to some basic facts. This is a 60 episodes long drama, exclusive on iQIYI. It's a web drama, and it's produced by the same company and almost the exact kind of same team in terms of a production crew that you had with 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. That was like the most popular drama in 2017 China. 2 years later, actually they filmed it last year, but then, you know, like it comes out 1 year later. The story is set in the same worldview and almost the same kind of power setup, and you have a story that's almost identical in terms of structure. And obviously characters are all different, but compared to 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, this really can be called as the twin of 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. At the very early stage of promoting this drama, they actually called it 3 lifetimes. So it's the same first word in 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, then 陈希元, which is taking one character from each of the 2 leads' name. So it was called 三生三世陈希元, but later they took out the 三生三世 and then just call it 陈希元. The English title is Love and Destiny. As most of people know, 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, although it's super successful and popular, it does have something not very desirable attached to it, which is plagiarism. So I guess they were like, yeah, this is a new story, we don't really have to go with that sort of franchise. So they took out the sort of 3 lifetimes thing. The essential difference between this drama and 10 Miles Peach Blossoms is this is not an IP adaptation. It's not taken from an existing web novel or anything. It's actually written as an original script. But having said that though, it's kind of moved the whole structure of 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms with a whole new set of different circumstances and characters, but things progress in extremely similar way. I'm talking about the main character's plotline. You have in the beginning stage, a relatively very powerful male and then the lesser powerful female. And they fall in love, but the male has to, in a way, sacrifice the female character. And so that is like their difficulty, major difficulty in their love story. And the female character will go through very difficult situations, eventually gain her power back, become more powerful, and then there will be a period when the guy has to chase the girl because the girl is like, you screwed me up, goodbye. Or at least something like, I need time off, you know, like, get away from me. And then finally they got together, everything seems to be happy. Shit happens, and the guy has to go away and sacrifice, and then not sure if he's gonna come back, but eventually it does. So I kind of like just spoil the whole thing for you, but then if you're here, you know, you already know what happened in this drama. So when you think about the structure, 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, Love and Destiny, almost exactly the same thing going on. So what do I think about this drama? Let me first talk about 1.5 thing that I don't like about this drama. Then I'm gonna talk about all the things I love about this drama and the reason why I dressed up like this and feeling like burning right now because it's so hot. So the 1.5 thing that I don't like about Love and Destiny, first thing, the one thing is its styling, especially for men. For women, okay. You know, like 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, the same thing. All the girls look pretty nice, you know. They have like unusually long hair and extremely floating, like, you know, like very elegant and like god fairy-like costumes. That's fine. For the guys, I just don't get it. For this whole franchise, all the guys have the worst hairstyle you could possibly put on them. Designed by Zhang Shuping. If you don't know about this person, he has a nickname called also Zhang Shuping, but we changed the middle character into comb because he liked to comb everybody's hair so flat. So his Zhang comb hair flat. It's a perfect name for him. He just can't seem to create volumes around anyone's head. So all the hair is brushed so tight, like the hairline is up here and all the hair is stuck to your head. And in this drama, for the guys' hairstyle, most of them have their hair down, which sometimes doesn't really fit their role. Because, for example, as the god of war, our lead male character played by Zhang Zhen, literally, like, why would you have your hair down like that? How can you fight, right? I know you're god, but still, when I go eat, I would have to have my long hair up because that would get in the way. Not to talk about fighting, you know, I would definitely have my hair up. So I don't understand. It just like, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And also he designed the hair, the first half of the head, the angle of the hair that's got tied up to the top of the head is so sharp that all the sort of loose hair comes right from this point. So the person in a close-up most of the time has this triangular shape that's from the top of the head to the shoulder. It just doesn't look very flattering to most of the human beings on this planet with that hairstyle. I don't get it, like where it comes from. All those actors are like quite good looking, but with that hairstyle, I'm like, oh, no. And I'm getting like super overexposed because the light is changing like in seconds over my head. So I'm gonna adjust it live on camera. So this probably is better. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. And if it gets weird, then I'll change it again. So that's the one thing I really don't like about this drama is the styling. And sometimes the costumes are also weird for the guys. I just don't get it. Like the giant waistband and the sort of ribbon tie, like the bow, like why? He's god of war. Like you have a giant ribbon in the middle of him. What are you trying to do? Anyway, the big one thing that I don't like about this drama that I really have to force myself to look at. The half thing is the length. 60 episodes, so that's longer than 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. I call it half thing because it bothers me in one stage and it wouldn't bother me in another, so I called it a half thing. It would bother you if you're actually chasing the drama every day, so it's a long period. You might feel like very stressed. But luckily I didn't do that. I actually watched this thing, binge the whole thing after it fully aired. So that's also very not nice to you because when you try to binge a drama and it's 60 episodes, it's kind of like, I'm dying, I want to finish this, but it's too long while you're binging it and trying not to skip forward and fast forwarding. Then once you finished it and you liked it, this drama has those elements that are worth going back to watch just for the fun of it. So you would turn it on and do other things and look at it, and at that stage you actually want it to be longer. So 60 episodes is short. You're like, give me 100 episodes and just with people doing random stuff like bantering and joking and cooking and I don't know, staring at each other. That would be really fun. So in the second stage, you actually hoped it's longer. So that's the 1.5 thing that I'm not happy about Love and Destiny. Now let's talk about the things that I really do love. I have notes. I actually have notes here. I have 3 things that I love about this drama, mainly. First, let's talk about the hardware. So by which I mean, obviously, technical aspects. This drama, I think, has improved, actually, upon 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. Especially in terms of, like, what ends up in the frame. There's more money, more detail put into the set design. There are many beautiful sets, really well done. The camera work also, I think there's certain, I would say 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms is good, but there's nothing that's like outstanding. Here I could see occasionally there are shots that are better planned and looks more polished. So I love that. Also CGI is improved upon 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. Like not to definitely Game of Thrones level of creating creatures that's like non-existent, but it's better. Especially the cute Wu Wan, the 5-bow 白泽兽, when it's like tiny. It's tiny, it's so adorable. Like I want a pet like that. I would so love to have a pet like that. And also I really like the dubbing for Zhang Zhen. This time the female lead character is again dubbed by Ji Guanling. Ji Guanling is now like the 大女主, the voice actress. I would say her work is like her normal level in this drama. It didn't exceed expectation. Her best work probably is still 甄嬛传. And you can tell she used mostly her own natural voice. It didn't really change much of her voice. So occasionally when you close your eyes, Nini's character, Lingxi, would sound very much like Zhen Huan, the Empress in Palace. But here I want to really just say the voice acting for Zhang Zhen by this voice actor. I actually just checked in his name and it kind of just left my head. I'll type it up here. I really love his voice work because Zhang Zhen is from Taiwan. The thing with Taiwan accent is if everybody around you speaks perfect like mainland Mandarin and you have an accent like that, it will just completely take people out of the drama. So they use voice dubbing. But this voice actor, actually his voice is very close to Zhang Zhen's voice, probably 80% similarity. So that's like a really good choice. And also I love the fact that this voice actor did pay a lot of attention to the mouth movement and the muscle movement of the actor on screen. So he would actually imitate how Zhang Zhen would actually pronounce certain words and do the same movement. And also adding about, I would say 10%, sometimes 15% of that sort of Taiwan accent into the very perfect mainland Mandarin. And it feels like almost like it's actually the actor's voice. And because it follows the muscle movement so accurately that you think it's the actual actor talking. This is what I would call the perfect voice dubbing work. The second thing that I really like about this drama is how the story is written. It's very well written and it has a lot of little things that kind of calls back to its previous laid little eggs. So early on in certain episodes, things get mentioned very casually. And they don't just completely disappear. Later, very late in other episodes, they come up and they kind of shows you that the whole thing is actually a well planned out writing. I also love the comedic elements in this drama. This drama has a lot of comedy. You can almost watch it as a comedy, especially in earlier and later part. I think while it was airing, when it was like really being pressed down by every other popular drama at the same time, certain jokes that they had in this drama still went on trending on Chinese Weibo. I think the carbon monoxide poisoning joke it went on trending. It's just really well written, so many little funny things. The actors and actresses who are mainly responsible for these jokes have very good comedic timing. So all the jokes work out really well and all the acting that's like in the comedy realm are like so well done. And story-wise, this drama also have very successful sort of ensemble cast. All these supporting roles are very well written. Whether they're very, very small or relatively small or quite important, you have his Shidi, Yunfeng Shangshen, and Qingyao storyline. You have the very funny line with Siming and Shisan. At the same time, the sort of major villain in the story, Jingxiu Guoshi, he also has a very well-developed character from the beginning till the end. And his love storyline with the female lead, although I know fans of the main couple probably is not happy about him, you also understand why this character is the way it is. And I actually think his existence helped the story advance a lot, and he's not expendable like many villains. If you compare to 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, there really is not a very successful major villain. I mean, Qin Cang literally just stayed in the bell like for 99% of the time. And then who is really the big villain when you think about it. You know, like, there isn't a major sort of villain there. But in this drama, this villain is very successful. And sometimes, you know, the villain is as important as the heroes if you want the story to succeed. And you also have other lines that are not related to love stories, such as Hua Yan's line, which is very minor, but it's very well done. From the beginning till the end, all those details eventually link together and forms this full line. So all in all, this drama creates very successful ensemble characters, very well sort of developed and completed in the drama's timing. I think that is actually an improvement from 10 Mouths of Peach Blossoms, because 10 Mouths of Peach Blossoms, Donghua Dijun and Feng Jiu's line really feels like a filler. It could actually exist as a different story, which they did make. I don't know when that drama is coming out. You can tell that this script is really written with a lot of care. You can tell that people actually did real work for this script. The last thing that the thing that I think gets most people into this drama definitely is the two leads acting. They are so good. I mean, I would say Jin Xiu Guoshi is also, if he's considered as the third character, you know, like two leads and then the third sort of major character, Li Dongxue from 甄嬛传 is also very good. When he was in 甄嬛传, he was paired up with Zhen Huan, played by Sun Li, voiced dubbed by Ji Guanling. But this time, the female lead is also voiced dubbed by Ji Guanling. But, you know, that voice now loves the other guy. It's just very weird when you think about these things. I definitely have to just do this for the two leads. I think if it wasn't for the two leads acting, I wouldn't have this stamina to watch through 60 episodes. These two actors, actor and actress, are actually mostly previous work are film, cinematic. I think Zhang Zhen has never done a TV drama ever until this one. So this is his first and only TV drama so far. Before, everything he did was big screen. And he's such a good actor. He's one of the best actors, in my opinion, in the Chinese-speaking regions in the world, and the best, I would say, in Taiwan. I've loved his acting for so long, but because he always just does film, and I don't review film, so you never hear me talking about him. But wow, I just love him as a film actor. And when I first saw the styling of his character in Love and Destiny, I was like, what the heck? What did they do to him? Like, he's so good looking. What did you do to him? Why does he look like this? And I have to admit, I spent a long time in this drama trying to get used to the look that he has in this drama and not hating it. But eventually his acting just won me over. Like, I don't care. I don't care about his ridiculous looks sometimes. He's such a good actor. And I think he did a textbook version of how to do 霸道总裁 in a not 油腻 way. It comes across very genuine and very almost childlike. There's this childlike quality that he does bring out of his character, who is, as the character set up, extremely well respected and older and kind of like past the age of like having this hot-headed love affair, but kind of fall in love for the first time. And all those little awkwardness, those sweetness, what we call 反差萌, because he's supposed to be this old, this very authoritative and very powerful figure, but then he shows this almost like kid-like naivety about love that is so well done by this actor. I think the best version I've ever seen, really, in Chinese dramaland of this type of character setup. I think his acting alone is worth for you to watch 60 episodes of him falling in love on screen and making you laugh and giggle like a little girl or little boy. Like, when you watch it, you understand. And the female lead role, Lin Xi, played by Nini, she's also a film actress. She has only been in one other drama, which is 天盛长歌, which is one drama I still haven't watched. She's a brilliant actress. She's one of those natural actors, I would say. She comes across so natural, as if she's not acting type of actress. And her acting in this drama is top-notch. Like, it matches Zhang Zhen's acting. So they are on par in terms of ability and skills and deliveries, and just that kind of almost like a natural instinct that some people just have that you can't really learn. It's like a talent. They both are like on the same level. Their acting are so well. So they come together and it's immediately convincing. And as time goes on, as the story progresses, you really become more and more engrossed in their story. I think a lot of people would use Chinese word 生动, which is lively, kind of that meaning, to describe Nini's acting. When she cries, when she laughs, that emotion is very accurate when she portrays under circumstances how would a person react. Often when you watch her act, you don't feel you're watching people acting. You feel like you're watching a real person doing real things in real life that just looks like that. When you think about these two, before you've seen this drama in their previous work, and you imagine them coming together as a couple in a drama, it just almost doesn't work in your brain. You go, how would that work? Why would people pair these two up? Like, how? Once you've watched this drama, it's like, it's perfect! It's perfect! It's like such a brilliant on-screen couple. This proves when you are just that good at acting, right? You really can convince people of anything. And I think they really managed to deliver a performance that can create that effect. It's like, yeah, after you watch it, you're like, obviously they can be a couple. Like, it's the perfect couple you can possibly have on screen. Why would you even think they wouldn't come together? How stupid is that? Like, I would think like that. And I find that's like, look at my... You know, again, respect to period drama acting. Like, this is just impossible. Just talking is impossible in this thing, not to mention moving. Just look at how many times I tried to do my hair. Let me just check again. See, I have extension. So I'm just saying, they have like really well brushed, very lovely hair in the drama, but I guarantee you, every take, they have to brush their hair again. One take, like change framing, another take, brush the hair. There's like a couple of ladies, right, standing with combs and stuff right out of the frame. As soon as the director says cut, they're going, it's time to brush your hair. It's time to brush your hair, because just by talking and move, the hair will just get messy. And then their long hair in that way is not gonna stay very, very nicely combed for any time longer than a minute. Finally, about the drama's reception. Unfortunately, this drama didn't blow up. It kind of failed in terms of viewing count. It's really very small amount of people compared to, say, Untamed. But its rating is very high and it keeps going up on Douban, and I think it's getting close to, right now it's like 7.7 or 8, and it's getting close to 8. I think a lot of people are discovering it now because while it was airing, there are just too many dramas in the way, right? You have Longest Day in Chang'an, you have The Untamed, you have Noveland, all those ginormous dramas, like long 50, 60, 70 episodes, epic drama, people have been waited for a long time. And this one comes out. The story type is just really old. I would say, actually, admit that initially I didn't go into this drama because I just don't want to watch another story that's almost exactly the same as 10 Miles. And after I've watched it, I really wouldn't say there's anything new. It's just like a different story, very well done, so you enjoy it a lot. But in terms of the genre, the structure, there's really nothing that stand out as, oh, I haven't seen this one yet, or I haven't seen something quite like this. So I think that's one major problem that this drama faced, is it kind of got out of fashion, the whole sort of set of things. So people are not that interested in it anymore. People have limited amount of attention. You can watch 360 episodes long drama all at once. Your brain is gonna get fried. I think the third thing probably turned people off. A lot of people just didn't want to watch it is the styling. Like when you just look at how they look at, like in the first couple of episodes, if you haven't gotten into the plot and the character relationship yet, you're gonna go, oh, that looks so horrible. A lot of people just are not happy with how it looks. So that turned people off. I have rambled along a lot in this video. It's getting too long and I'm burning up. It's so hot and the light has changed like 10 times through the filming. So I apologize if my face just like changed color like 10 times throughout this video. I really cannot control the clouds or the sun. I do not have that power. Had I had that power, I wouldn't be making videos on YouTube. I mean, clearly, right? I would just be, you know, like having love affairs with gods up there. Thank you for watching Avenue X, and if you like my content, I never say this previously, but if you do like it, just click like, you know. Supposedly it helps with the algorithm, but you know, I have long passed the sort of the stage of really want to make it big on YouTube. I don't really care about how YouTube thinks about my channel anymore. So still, if you like it, click the like. Thank you for watching Avenue X. And remember to check back on my posts if I have new videos up on Hotpot TV, and also my blog post if you can't watch it in the regions you are. Oh, and then if you want to buy stuff from my shop, thank you for supporting my business. And I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.